Hello, everyone, and welcome to Iron Group's Deliverable 2 design overview. In this screencast, I'll be walking through the key design decisions made in our iteration. To begin, we'd like to address a revision made based on the feedback we received for Deliverable 1. Our original class diagram was noted as being too detailed. In response, we produced a simplified version that focuses exclusively on the core domain and their relationships without architectural complexity that belongs in a more detailed diagram. Next, we made significant additions to our design constraints. Previously, our constraints were limited to the logic-based observations we made. However, the real missing pieces were the true design constraints. Those tied directly to the system's requirements. And we reorganized the section into three distinct categories: our design constraints, our logic constraints, and our system and implementation constraints. So this now covers all areas such as licensing, category levels, race limits, MVC specific decisions, giving a much more complete picture of the boundaries our system has to operate inside of. That being said, we'll move on to the MVC diagram. We've color coded the we've color coded each layer for clarity. Green being for the model, blue for the view, and yellow for the controller. Um, the model layer encompasses the core data and business logic structures. As you can see on the screen, there's racer, race, licenses, stage, race results, and we also have the upgrade service and notification. These classes are responsible for the representation of the systems of data and the enforcement of the rules. We also have the view layer, and that is structured around the main UI class with specific dashboards such as Racer, Organizer, and Admin, giving us dedicated interfaces for each actor. Then we have the controller layer consisting of the race and admin. And what these do is that the organizer can interact with the race controller to create and manage those races, while the admin can use the admin controller for user licenses and system management. Lastly, we have the two additional classes. Uh, we have Data Manager, which centralizes the input, output, and JSON files, and the Authenticator, which handles credentials. Both of these reflect the single responsibility principle. And next we have the activity diagram. For this one, we chose the race registration workflow because it involves multiple sequential steps and several distinct failure paths, making it representative of the system's logic in general. Here, each validation point includes an alternative path, either giving the appropriate error message or redirecting the user to select something else. On a successful registration, though, the system creates the record, it updates the list, and then it dispatches a notification to the racer. And to complement the activity diagram, we developed the CLI UI sketch, which represents the workflow that I just mentioned. Each screen shows the numbered prompts the user encounters at every step of the process, from browsing available races through each validation check. The sketch mirrors the activity diagram directly, making it easy to trace how the system logic translates into actual user interaction. And that concludes our deliverable 2 design overview. The decision made in this iteration, the MVC architecture, the refined class diagrams, the registration workflow, and the UI design all lay a strong foundation as we move into design patterns and the initial implementation in Deliverable 3. Thank you.